what would you say is like the lowest bar right now for this tournament in particular?
I guess winning at least a best of 5 against LCK LPL team, because last year we didn't manage to do that.
All right, so we are about 24 hours before the first day of the MSI bracket stage, and after a week of exciting matches in the play-in, we are finally welcoming G2 Esports to the event as well. And today I have Mikyx with me ahead of his match against T1 next week. So Mikyx, first of all, could you tell me what was your reaction when you heard that you were going to face T1 again?
Well, I was pretty glad that was T1, like as our first game, because it's a very strong opponent. It'll make us prepare as much as possible. But either way, we would play either top or T1. So it's not like the other match would be easy or like easier, I guess. So, and I'm just like excited to actually get to play T1 for the first time, at least this roster in an official game. We usually always like dodge them in like last year, every tournament. But it is the first time I get to play carry in an official game since 2020 when I met him when he was in the RX. So I'm excited for that. I guess the Red Bull event, but I guess that was a bit of a, yeah. I mean, it was fun
Hey,
anyway.
it counts. It
It counts? All right, nice. And also, I still haven't lost to Faker in the best of 5, so I'm excited for that one,
Yeah.
to continue my streak.
I mean, yeah, I made some research and I saw that you are historically 9-3 against T1, I think. So
Not bad.
that is quite a record, honestly. Yeah, I mean, what are your overall expectations for this match? Are you confident that, I mean, you're going to continue the streak, as you said, and that you're going to take it?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I think we're pretty decent, and I think T1 hasn't been. I mean, they look pretty good against FlyQuest, but I think overall they've been a little bit shakier than last year, I would say, in their gameplay. But yeah, I'm just excited to play them. I think the meta might favor us a bit with like all the lane swapping going on, and they can't really pull out their crazy stuff without having to worry about getting lane swapped on and stuff like this. So yeah, it's quite exciting.
That aside, though, regarding preparation and strategies and stuff, obviously we've seen the Scrim Leaks, unfortunately, with your games against TL. I would like to ask, has this impacted the way you've practiced at all, or is it just not really a big issue for you guys?
No, not really. I mean, I guess, yeah, the scrims against TL got leaked, whatever. I won against BLG as well with my famous Nami. Yeah, I think it didn't really matter. It was kind of like the start of the bootcamp, so it's not like any of the drafts were like a big giveaway of what we're actually doing or something like this. So yeah, in the end, we're just like, I guess, a bunch of like for fun stats for the fans, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of the bootcamp as well, one thing that has been a bit interesting is that we first saw the tweet from Humanoid that said that the PCs were on 80 FPS, and then we also saw when the Scrim Leaks happened that apparently you guys didn't have Tournament Realm at the start for your scrims and stuff.
Yeah.
How has the overall conditions at the bootcamp been for you guys? Has it been all right, or have you faced some issues as well?
I mean, I think the PCs were fine at least from us. At least we weren't complaining about it or didn't notice it. So maybe they had different PCs because they were second seed. For us, it was fine.
The second seed PC.
I guess the came a bit late. We had to scrim on live. It was fine, I guess. I mean, it was kind of the beginning. So I think drafts wasn't that big of a problem. And it was also profiles. I think that's how you basically negate from watching, spectating, I guess, or seeing the history. But yeah, I think it was fine, yeah, overall.
So G2 is obviously known as a very chaotic team. So unfortunately, though, your lane swap strats by now has been mostly figured out by some teams, I would say. So you probably have had to work behind the scenes to develop new strategies as well. And do you think there's still rooms for like experimentation, finding new strategies that will surprise other teams as well?
I mean, for sure, yeah. There's like evolutions of the lane swap. Just like back in the day, people kept like finding new ways to abuse it or use the lane swaps. And I think now with people doing it more and more throughout the play-ins as well, people are going to be more aware and more adaptable. So yeah, people just have to find new ways to evolve the swap and then meta game it and stuff like this. So it's going to be interesting to see how people adapt, yeah.
Also, I mean, this is your first trip to China since 2020, I believe, right? When there was Worlds during the COVID era as well. How different has this event been, and are you happy to be back in China as well? Is there some stuff you're happy to see again, I guess?
Well, I guess the first time I was here, I was kind of just staying in the hotel for the majority. So this time it's nicer that we can go a bit outside a bit more. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, the hotel is nice again. So that's a good part about it. There's just a lot of regrets, I guess, from 2020. that I have, so it's not the greatest to relive those memories, but hopefully I can make good ones in this time around.
Could you tell me more about what's an average day in the life of Mikyx right now during your time in China?
Well, I guess I wake up around 10, then I brush my teeth, then I go exercise, then we scrim, then we have a bit of a break, we play solo queue, eat, scrim again, and then we play some 2v2s with like Fnatic bot lane, practice some matchups, or we play solo queue, or we have VOD reviews or meetings, and then we go to bed. That's kind of it, yeah. Kind of my day so far.
Fair enough.
Every day.
I mean, obviously the time at international events is always very packed because you have to adapt as fast as possible. How do you feel about the current form of G2 as well, with your scrims and stuff, and just your overall training? Do you feel that the team is ready to take on all these Eastern teams as well?
I think right now we're not at our fullest potential yet. I think we still need to work on our discipline quite a bit, but I think once we get that down, and also on stage usually we're much better at that, I think we can take down any team. Yeah, I think we're all progressing at least, so that's good. But yeah, I think we're not like very far behind compared to LPL and SK teams compared to what we've seen from the play-ins. So yeah.
Obviously, I think 2023 G2 was maybe a bit disappointing for you guys because it was definitely not the results you had expected for yourselves. What would you say is like the lowest bar right now for this tournament in particular, for like a successful tournament in your eyes, basically?
The lowest would be, I guess, winning at least a best of 5 against LCK LPL team, because last year we didn't manage to do that at all. So I guess that would be the lowest for me, yeah. The bare minimum would be to do that, and then, yeah.
And what do you personally want then beyond that as well?
Well, beyond that, I would like to win everything. We stomp people, because then people can finally get rid of the narrative that the West can never win. So yeah, I think if we show a good one-sided performance, then I think people might start finally believing that we can actually win. Yeah.
I mean, right now I think a lot of EU fans still don't really believe in the LEC, even though they still see you guys as like the best team from the West in general. I think pretty much everyone can agree to that. What would you have to say to get fans excited and get them believing in G2 as well?
I don't know. I guess best of 5, and you can make up your mind. I guess if it sucks, then you don't have to believe. But if it do good, then I'd have to reconsider.
There's nothing more convincing than a good performance, obviously. Just to close things out as well, I mean, back in 2019, you had Promisq right on your sub roster, and it was probably one of the biggest reasons why you guys won MSI. Yeah. And now you have Kesha on your rosters. How different has it been? And do you think that Kesha brings this strategic input and like maybe this edge that you guys need to win MSI again?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's also from Sweden. He's from Sweden, right? So I guess
think so, yeah.
That's a bonus. I think that's what we need exactly. And yeah, with this guy and leadership, I think we can make it through. He already talked about if we put it to use and do what he said, I think we're gonna win.
Thank you very much for your time today. I wish you the best of luck in your match against T1, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you again soon. But yeah, for now, I'll leave you be to your practice and other stuff, and hopefully we'll see a dominant performance from G2 against T1.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.